Okay, so let's draw a water molecule. So here we see the chemical formula for water, which is H2O. So the elements are hydrogen and oxygen. The number beside of them, the little subscript, which mine's not very subscripty, but this 2 tells us how many hydrogens there are. There are 2. The oxygen doesn't have a number, so that tells us how many oxygens there are. There's 1, because there isn't a number. So this is going to be my first attempt trying to draw this in Google Drawing. So let's hope it's not horrible. All right, here we go. So I'm going to draw the oxygens first. Whoa. So that is a masterpiece for sure. So this is my oxygen. And if we think back to the to your note sheet there, oxygen up at the top has an atomic number of 8. So that's the 8 is the number of protons. So here in my nucleus, zoinks, I have 8 protons, and I also have 8 neutrons. Let's make it pretty. Beautiful. Okay, so there is our nucleus, and that's also what gives us our atomic mass or our mass number. So it would be 16. So if I have 8 protons, that means I also need 8 electrons to balance that out. Sorry. So on this first energy level, 2 electrons go here. And I'm just going to put in a couple of dots here for the electrons. Or I think I'm going to be putting in a couple of dots here. That looks like a little dot, doesn't it? Dot. It has to be pretty. So there's 1 electron and come on, guy. Come on, guy. Oh, mercy. Get up here. Almost at it. Almost at it. Oh, ching. There's my second electron. Now, what that leaves me with is 6 electrons because 8 minus 2 equals 6. And that's what will go on my second energy level. So here we go. Let's hope I'm a little bit more successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to scatter them about to try to keep my electrons from repelling each other. Oh, dude. Why did I do this? This feels like a big mistake. I'll put one there. And there. And there. And then just for good measure, out beside of it, we'll put in that these are electrons. So that's a little e with negative sign beside of it. All right. Okay, so here is our first conundrum. So our gigantic oxygen here has 6 electrons in its outermost energy level. So these are valence electrons. The issue is that this second energy level actually holds a maximum of 8 electrons for it to be nice and happy and full. So we need 2 more electrons from another source. And we can get that from our 2 hydrogens. So here we go, back to scribbling. Well, okay, I'm going to leave it like that. So here is the hydrogen, little sad hydrogen. And there's my other hydrogen. Now, if we think back to the periodic table, it tells us that hydrogen has 1 proton. So that 1 proton is going to go here in this nucleus. Sorry, I have to make it beautiful, or I just can't be. Dagnabbit. Sorry. Now, because the neutrons are 0.00794 or 0.008 if you round up, nobody really puts them in the nucleus, so we'll just leave them out as well. So if it has 1 proton, it has 1 electron. Oh my goodness. Okay, do it for laughing. Oh my goodness. Get over there. And this one has 1 electron. Oh, it's like a video game, and I'm losing. Get over there. Now, our second conundrum is that our hydrogens only have 1 electron on their outermost energy level, and they need an additional one. So where will that come from? I wonder where. It's going to come from the oxygens. So they're going to share a pair of electrons. And what you call this is called a covalent bond. Get over here. And we're just going to put in here what it is. Come on. A prairie. Share a pair, goodness gracious, of electrons. All right. Shoo. Now, last thing here is the reason why water has so many unique properties. And here goes. So if you look at the oxygen, and I'm looking at its charges here, I see a bunch of negative. Kind of like my drawing, just all a bunch of negative. So this side of the water molecule is considered to be slightly negative. Now, if you look at the hydrogen end, there aren't any electrons that we encounter. The first charge we encounter are the positive protons. So this end is slightly positive. And what this is referred to as, it's referred to as polarity. Which means nothing. I can't get it to go. Having an uneven I'll just put charge. So an uneven charge. So the oxygens are negative, or the oxygen is negative, and the hydrogens are positive.